I'm your host, Davida Shensky, and you're listening to Live Without Limits, Reach Personal Success on a Daily Basis. Our purpose is to help you overcome any limiting beliefs you may have. We talk about mindfulness, relationships, mental health, psychology, and personal growth. Today's presentation is titled Mindfulness and Creativity. Can being present boost your creative output? Struggling with writer's block? Or are you having trouble tapping into your creative mind? Well, it might just take a little bit more mindfulness. Creativity helps us generate new and meaningful ideas, guiding us to solve problems or produce works of art. In turn, getting creative improves our mood, boosts our confidence, and even reduces stress and anxiety. Yes, practicing mindfulness can help us tap into our creativity. So, how does this work? And how can you enhance your creative through mindfulness practice? Well, how mindfulness increases your creativity. When it comes to creativity, flexibility of thought is necessary to expand our minds and move beyond our everyday thoughts and toward new ideas. It sparks divergent thinking, allowing us to come up with various solutions and explore them as opposed to thinking there is only one correct answer. This flexibility also allows us to shed the idea that discovering solutions or paths has to be a step by step process. This allows us to gain insights and discover solutions or ideas based on these insights, which the analytic mind is not able to figure out. As we all know, creativity sometimes isn't logical. And here's the other thing: mindfulness is associated with improved executive functioning and increased connectivity in the brain. Meanwhile, creativity involves the coordination of this executive functioning area with other parts of the brain. This is another reason that becoming more mindful might just help you get those creative juices flowing. It improves the function of that part of the brain that requires it. Lastly, mindfulness helps reduce stress, which can block our creative function. Stress puts us in fight or flight mode, where our bodies and minds are merely trying to survive. Creativity isn't necessarily for survival, but by dis- dissipating stress, we can foster a state of calm that allows us to tap into our creativity. So, what are the benefits of creative mindfulness? It's not all about creating. Vietnamese monastic Thich Nhat Hanh, also known as the father of mindfulness, says, with mindfulness, you can establish yourself in the present in order to touch the wonders of life that are available at that moment. Creative mindfulness attaches us to the present, the the right now, here and there. It allows us to be and do without consequences of the past or future. It all matters here and now, and the process involved in this moment allows us to let go of anchors that don't reflect that. Creative mindfulness involves the present time. It improves our attention and focus in the moment. It gives way to our imagination and visualization. It, it, it's even thought to improve our emotional intelligence and problem solving capabilities since we're better able to empathize and approach problems from a new standpoint. So, how to apply mindfulness and creativity. And that's where we will really get into what it's so important. Becoming more mindful is something that we can do throughout our daily lives. For instance, we can be more mindful when we eat by simply focusing on each bite and not allowing any distractions, such as our phone, TV, or work. We can also try to keep our thoughts within the present moment as we go about the day, as well as turn to mindfulness tactics when stress gets the best of us, as it inevitably does from time to time. However, if you want to sit down and get creative, but feel as though something is blocking you, here's how you can get over the hurdle and dive in. Perform a mindfulness meditation. Mindfulness meditation helps us explore and bring out attention to this moment, right here and right now. It almost a way to prime your mind before digging into a creative task or activity. So take a few minutes before you need to harness that creativity or before brainstorming. Sit and set a timer or simply focus on your breathing. Alternately, there are many mindfulness meditations on YouTube and meditation phone apps like Headspace or Insight Timer. Practice deep breathing. If you're facing a block in your creativity, try pausing for a moment as opposed to trying harder. Similar to meditation, focus on your breathing and strive to take deep and slow inhalations that fill your entire chest and belly, counting to 4 for your inhale and exhales can help a lot also. Take at least 5 to 10 breaths, then see how you feel. Can you approach this problem from a new perspective? Do a brain dump. Sometimes life is chaotic, leaving us stressed, worried, fearful, and anxious. Simply letting go often doesn't help in these situations. So instead, try a brain dump. This means grabbing a piece of paper on your phone or your phone and writing everything that comes to mind. What's worrying you? What do you fear? Once it's all on paper, you should feel release. You've let it out. Maybe you need to organize yourself a bit so you don't forget some information. If this is the case, do that now. After you're organized, you should feel as though you can tap into the present moment easier and get creative. Quit overthinking. All the above can help with this, but so can a quick reminder. We can only control what we can control. What is outside our control is beyond what we need to be concerned about, as we can't do anything about it, or at least we can't until it happens. Keep these in mind as you attempt to fuel mindfulness creativity. Start producing more mindful work by becoming more mindful. Mindfulness isn't just about what we produce, but also about our own mental well being. It can help us break through walls and help us foster harmony within our lives. Use the strategies above to become more mindful and creative. The two undeniably go hand in hand, offering a pathway to tap into our present moment, which is truly all we have. And remember this: be present, understand, and learn how to be creative, because everything in our lives is about our brain and being mindful of what's going on around you. Awareness is the thing. And remember this, the last thing I'm going to say is this, that often when other people control your life, when they're gone, your mindfulness is gone because you allow them to control your life and dictate everything that you do. And therefore, when they're gone and no longer there to, to talk to you and tell you what to do, then you're lost. This is why it is so important for you to take control of your life and be aware of what's going on around you.